What's up everyone, I'm IAMOBG for TastingSkills.com. Welcome back to another video. So today we're talking Aberfeldy Highland single malt Scotch whiskey, 18-year-old, that's been finished in French red wine cask. And the cask that they have is Pauillac, which is a left bank Bordeaux. Now, Aberfeldy is part of the Bacardi portfolio, so is the Dewar's portfolio, and this distillery was established in 1896 by John Dewars, and their doors were open in 1898. Now, John Dewars is special because he invented a blending method, which consists of 4 stages. So, first stage, we have the malt whiskeys on one side being aged in cask. We have the grain whiskeys on the other side being aged in cask. Then we blend those together and we age them in cask again. Then after we've aged those, we blend all of that together. And finally, we finish it in sherry cask. The difference here is that this is finished in a French cask. Now, first of all, Aberfeldy is located in Central Highlands, and the Highlands is basically the biggest region or appellation that you could say when it comes to the whiskey appellations of Scotland. Now, let's cover a little bit about Aberfeldy and all of the products that they make, starting with the 12-year-old. It is readily available pretty much everywhere when you go to your local liquor store, and this retails for $40. Then we have the 15-year-old that's finished in red wine cask, just like the one that we're looking at today, but this one retails for $70. Then we have the 16-year-old that is aged in bourbon cask and finished in sherry cask, more of their classic style, and this retails for $80. Then we have the 18-year-old, which we'll be tasting later, and this is finished in Pauillac Grand Cru cask. Now this one is $120. Then we have the 20-year-old that's called the Exceptional cask that retails for $200. Then the 21-year-old that retails for $200 also. The 28-year-old that retails for $700. And finally, the big bad boy, the 40-year-old that just got released this year, and this one retails for $3,000. Now, when we talk about Aberfeldy, or Dewar's for that matter, you need to remember that Stephanie McLeod is the new master blender since 2016. Now, she's only been there for 5 years, but I can tell you she has been turning out some amazing whiskeys. And if you want to see my review about the Dewar's 21, 27, or 32 that just won everything last year, you should subscribe. But when we look at the Aberfeldy here, how good is it? Well, first, do you want to taste like a pro? Head over to TastingSkills.com, put your name and email into the magical box, and I will send you my free 17-page guide to the fundamentals tastings. Now, how good is this 18-year-old? Well, let's take a look at the tasting notes. Right away, when we look at the color, we get this beautiful gold with deep gold edges to it. On the nose, we get this beautiful smoky peat that just comes at you in layers and layers. We have some nice zest, some dried fruit, a little hay, some straw in there, and some deeper little wine notes, if you can find them. On the palate, this is so well balanced. The acidity just drives the peat into layers and layers of fruit. It is very complex with the wood notes all intermingle into this lengthy, complex peated finish. Now, I have to say that I'm so impressed by this Aberfeldy 18. I mean, when we look at the market, 18-year-old, you could go and spend $120 and look at a Glenmorangie, for example, or a Highland Park, which would be in the same region. But this is so good. If you'd be looking at Macallan, then you'd be at $300 and up. Now, all that said, do I recommend that you try these whiskeys? Well, for starters, I would say go and buy the 12 here. I mean, this is $40. It's pretty much everywhere. It's going to give you a real insight on those whiskeys. And it's really, really good. I'm actually really amazed how good this whiskey is. Is it worth $120? Absolutely. When we look at the 18-year-old category, like I just said, it's hard to find this quality in the 18-year-old category. All right. That's going to do it for me. I'm IAMOBG for TastingSkills.com. Please remember to smash that like button. And if you've subscribed, go down there and click the bell. Otherwise, my friend, please remember to stay sober. Peace.